Mississippi is a state of the Deep South that is going through a period of great change. It was once a land of farmers and quiet towns, but is becoming a state of factory workers and busy cities. Since the 1930s, people of Mississippi have worked to build a modern economy based on industry as well as agriculture. Texas is the second largest state in the United States. It has a greater area than Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, and Wisconsin combined. Texas is more than 220 times as large as Rhode Island, the smallest state. Only Alaska is larger than Texas, but Texas has more than 40 times as many people as Alaska. The frontier cowboy with his 10-gallon hat has long been a symbol of Texas. But the Texan of today is just as likely to be a worker in an oil field or a scientist in a laboratory. Or he might be an engineer in a chemical plant, a businessman in a bank, or a musician in a symphony orchestra. Cowboys still ride across the plains driving great herds of cattle, and cowboy boots and hats make up part of the everyday dress of Texans in all walks of life. But Texans also have a new hero, the astronaut. During the 1960s, the state became the permanent home of the men at the newest frontier, the frontier of space. Michigan is an important industrial mining, farming, and tourist state in the Great Lakes region of the Midwest. It is one of the nation's leading manufacturing states. Michigan leads in the manufacture of automobiles. Detroit, Michigan's largest city, is the automobile capital of the world and the Motor City. It produces more cars and trucks than any other city. Flint, Pontiac, and Lansing, the state capital, also are important automaking cities. Michigan is a leading state in food processing and steel production. Colorado is a state of unusual natural beauty. The scenic wonders of the Rocky Mountains and the cool, pleasant climate make the state a center for summer tourists. Wyoming is a state famous for the beauty of its mountains. The peaks of the Rocky Mountains tower over the landscape. They provide the setting for the nation's largest and oldest national park, Yellowstone. Montana is the fourth largest state. Only Alaska, Texas, and California have larger areas. Western Montana is a land of tall, rugged mountains. There, men dig deep into the earth to tap the state's vast deposits of copper, gold, manganese, and silver. Eastern Montana is a land of broad plains. There, vast herds of cattle graze on the prairie grasses. Wheat grows in the fertile soil, and wells bring up oil from deep under the ground. The name Montana comes from a Spanish word meaning mountainous. Early travelers who saw the sun glistening on the lofty snow-capped peaks called the area the land of shining mountains. These mountains contains a wealth of gold and silver, which gave the state another nickname, the Treasure State. Glacier National Park has mountain peaks so steep and remote that they have never been climbed. South Dakota is a Midwestern state of many startling and beautiful contrasts. The wide Missouri River flows southward through the middle of the state. Low hills, lakes formed by ancient glaciers, and vast stretches of fertile cropland lie east of the river. Rich natural resources form the basis for Mississippi's industrial growth. The state is a leading producer of cotton, petroleum, and natural gas. These products supply many of the raw materials and fuels used by the rapidly growing manufacturing industries. Mississippi manufactures a wide variety of goods. They include, in order of importance, clothing, lumber, and wood products, food and related products, and chemicals and related products. Shipbuilding is also an important Mississippi industry. Michigan touches 4 of the 5 Great Lakes: Erie, Huron, Michigan, and Superior. The state's 3,288-mile shoreline is longer than that of any other inland state. Michigan ranks second only to Minnesota in the production of iron ore. It is also a leading copper mining state. Michigan is one of the leading states in salt production. Salt and other minerals are mined in the lower peninsula.
Yeah.
I'm not a big racer one, and I didn't really ride series.
Illinois entered the Union as the 21st state, December 3, 1818. The land of Texas has helped make the state rich. Vast plains and rolling hills provide fertile soil and rich grasslands. Beneath the plains lie some of the world's great storehouses of petroleum and other vital minerals. Texas leads the country in the production of cattle, cotton, sheep, and wool. It has more farms and farmed area than any other state. Texas also produces more natural gas and oil than any other state. But manufacturing has replaced agriculture and mining as the chief source of income. Chemical plants and other factories have taken over from cattle and oil as the state's leading source of wealth. Wisconsin is a Midwestern state that has long been famous for its dairy products. Thousands of herds of milk cows graze on the rich, green pastures of the rolling Wisconsin countryside. They make Wisconsin the nation's leading milk producer. The state also produces more than 40% of the country's cheese, over 20% of its butter, and all its malted milk powder. This tremendous output of dairy products has earned Wisconsin the title of America's Dairyland. But manufacturing, not agriculture, is Wisconsin's chief industry. The value of goods manufactured in Wisconsin is 4 times as great as the state's farming income.